Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. I am Drew Martin, breaking down the MLB slate of games for Major League Baseball bets coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show in the YouTube comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, early first pitch here, getaway day in Texas, in Arlington to be exact. It is the Texas Rangers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Freddie Peralta on the hill for the Brew Crew. Merrill Kelly going for the Rangers. Rangers catching a plus price here at home. It is the Brewers. Minus 130 is the road favorite, 7.5 being the total. Now, the Rangers come in winning 3 straight. They've been good at home, and Merrill Kelly, 3.16 ERA on the season. Solid numbers there. Texas has won, obviously, the first 2 games of this series. Problem with being on the Rangers is, 1, they're up against the Milwaukee Brewers, the best record in baseball. But 2, Freddie Peralta, their starter, the 29-year-old Dominican-born pitcher, 5 straight starts, 0 earned runs. Talk about a hot right hand here. Since August 1st, Peralta is 4-0, 33 innings, 42 strikeouts, only 13 hits given up. That's a 0.27 ERA since the calendar turned to August. We're now into September. Freddie Peralta is a guy that I'm not stepping in front of by any means. So Milwaukee, minus 130 to lead us off here, guys. Listing Peralta as the starter. It is the Brewers over the Rangers to start us off. We got 4:07 Eastern for the next one, 1:07 local time. We are heading to Southern California. It is the Angels hosting the Twins. Taj Bradley on the hill for the Twins. Jose Soriano going for the Halos. Minus 135. That is the Angels as the home favorite. Total of 9. Now, Minnesota comes in, 16 games under 500, but the Angels not much better. This is game 3 of the series, battle between 4th place teams. They split the first 2 games in blowout fashion each way. I actually think the Twins is worth a shot here, guys. We get plus almost $1.25 here, sizable underdog. And Taj Bradley's been good. I mean, 1 earned run or less in 3 of his last 6 starts. And it's a unique handicap because in the other 3 starts, it was all against the same team, the Chicago White Sox, interestingly enough. And I'm almost thinking maybe they just had his number because he gave up a few runs to them. But otherwise, he's been very, very good. And he's up against Jose Soriano here, who's been up and down, a guy we bet on a couple times, but he's off of his last start, giving up 8 earned runs, 5 walks, only lasting 2 innings. Lack of control, scares me with Soriano here. He's given up 8 walks his last 2 starts. And the Twins have started to hit the ball, top 10 lineup over the last week. I actually like the Minnesota side here, guys. Getting a nice plus price, plus 124. It's the Minnesota Twins with Bradley on the hill over the Halos. We got next one up, heading to Baltimore, Maryland. It is the Baltimore Orioles hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens on the hill for the Pirates. Tyler Wells going for the Orioles. 7.5 being the total, minus 140. That is the Pirates as the road favorite. This is game 2 of the series. Baltimore won the first one 3-2 just yesterday. And don't look now, the Orioles 6-1 in September, playing some good baseball, still last place in the AL East. But talk about cashing some tickets here. The O's have been one of the most profitable teams of the month. And also considering the teams they've been going up against, playoff teams other than the Pirates winning the first game. They swept the San Diego Padres. They won 2 of 3 against the LA Dodgers. So Baltimore's a team I'm looking to bet on. They got Wells on the hill. This is only his second start in the show. His first start was in that Padres series. He went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 4-0 strikeout to walk ratio. And he's a guy that had really good numbers in AAA. So up against the Pirates lineup here, I think that he can have a good start, a quality start. And what I mean by the Pirates lineup, look at the last 4 games with the Pirates. They've scored 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs, 2 runs. This team just doesn't produce much offensively. They're 22-48 on the road. 26 games under 500 in their road games alone. Now, obviously, they're the favorite here with Paul Skeens on the hill, the former first pick overall out of LSU. Sub-2 ERA, great numbers overall. But the fact is he's just 10-9, record-wise. They don't win all that much because they don't score all that much. The Pirates have lost 4 straight games. I like Baltimore here. I mean, plus 130 at home. I think the home dog is barking. We're on the O's over the Pirates. Got one game left, a 4-game card here for Wednesday, starting early. A reminder, if you could comment below, it does help grow the show, the algorithm on YouTube, anything more than welcome. Your picks, any analysis, I'll be in there chiming it up with you guys. Have the recap. Yesterday went 2-1. Nice day with the Detroit Tigers also in that 2-1, cashing is plus 138 dogs. So it puts us up plus 1.36 units yesterday. Bringing the overall recap, 215, 171. That's 55% winners, 38.3 units of profit. A lot of that in baseball. Unfortunately, college football got off to a rough start, but 2-0 in the NFL. So that's the record keeping there for Drew's Daily Diamond. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. Do have a 3-pack up, but giving it out here on the show for free. So always appreciate you guys watching each and every day here. WagerTalk YouTube channel, Drew's Daily Diamond. All right, guys, we got the nightcap coming to you. We're heading to Yankee Stadium once again. Detroit Tigers, New York Yankees. Jack Flaherty on the hill for the Tigers. Carlos Rodon, the lefty, going for the Bronx Bombers. Yankees minus 170 home favorites, total of 8. Game 2 of the series, the Tigers just won 12-2 in the first game. Yankees got Rodon on the hill, 32-year-old out of NC State's won 5 straight starts. Not a guy I'm necessarily looking to go against, but however, this minus 170 price, I think it's a little inflated. Also, earlier this year, he went up against the Tigers and gave up 6 earned runs. He's up against Jack Flaherty, the 29-year-old former first-rounder out of high school for the Tigers. And his numbers are decent overall, but he's a guy, the same situation like I talked about with Taj Bradley, in terms of when you break down his game logs, his last 3 starts, not against division opponents. As we get to later in the season, if you're pitching against in division, a lot of those lineups see you a bunch. And I always think that's an advantage towards the hitter, not the pitcher. And sure enough, in his last 3 starts out of the division, he's gone up against the Astros, the Phillies, and the Blue Jays. And he's gone 6 or 7 innings in all of those, only giving up 1 earned run combined. So that's kind of a bet on angle, 23 strikeouts in those 3 starts. And we get the Tigers lineup, number 2 lineup against lefties. They're facing Rodon here, plus 150. I think the big dog is worth a swing here, guys. We get one of the best records in the American League. Detroit Tigers, plus 150, risk 100 to win 150. We're going to end it with the big dog in Yankee Stadium. I think the Detroit Tigers win game 2. So plus 150 on the Tigers. We got the Baltimore Orioles plus 130. We get the Minnesota Twins plus 124. So 3 nice dogs here, guys. And then we're leading it off. First game up, Milwaukee Brewers minus 130 over the Rangers. That does it for Wednesday's show. Guys, I'm Drew Martin checking out. Smash that like button, comment below. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in.